See multiple roots. A root alpha of an algebraic equation f of x equal to 0 is said to be a multiple root of order or multiplicity m if it occurs m times. So a root alpha of an algebraic equation f of x equal to 0 is said to be a multiple root of order or multiplicity m if it occurs m times. For example, 2 is a multiple root of order 3 of the equation x minus 2 whole cube into x plus 3 equal to 0. Here 2 occurs for how many number of times? 3 times. So order of 2 is a multiple root of order 3 of this particular equation. 2 is a multiple root of order 3 of this equation. Suppose 1 is a multiple root of order 4 of the equation x minus 1 whole to the power of 4 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so here 1 is a multiple root of order 4. 1 is a multiple root of order 4 of this equation because 1 is occurs 4 times. So the roots of equation are what? 1, 1, 1, 1, minus 2, minus 3. These are the roots of this particular equation. So 1 is occurred for how many number of times? 4 times. So we call it as 1 is a multiple root of order 4. Here the roots of this equation will be 2, 2, 2 and minus 3. Here 2 is a multiple root of order 3 because 2 is occurred for 3 times. Okay, so a root alpha of an equation f of x equal to 0 is said to be a multiple root of order or multiplicity m if it occurs m times. Okay, so based on this concept we will solve some problems. Now see the first example. Find the repeated root of the equation 4x cube minus 12x square minus 15x minus 4 is equals to 0. Now see the one theorem based on multiple roots. Suppose alpha is a multiple root of order m of the equation f of x equal to 0, then alpha is a multiple root of order m minus 1 of the equation f dash of x equal to 0. F dash of x equal to 0 is the derivative of f of x. So if alpha is a multiple root of order m of f of x equal to 0, then alpha is a multiple root of order m minus 1 of the equation f dash of x equal to 0. Alpha is a multiple root of order m of f of x equal to 0. Then the same alpha will be the multiple root of order m minus 1 of the equation f dash of x equal to 0. How it is, you see. Alpha is a multiple root of order m. Suppose before we discussed if f of x is equals to 1 is a multiple root of order 4, suppose. So it becomes x minus 1 whole to the power of 4 into x plus 2 and x plus 3. So here 1 is a multiple root of order 4. So I can write this expression as x minus 1 whole to the equation as x minus 1 whole to the power of 4 into some q of x. Some q of x. Q of x is nothing but x plus 2 into x plus 3. So similarly, here f of x equal to 0 I am writing as f of x is equals to alpha is a multiple root of order m. So x minus alpha whole to the power of m into some q of x. So now what I am doing is I am derivating. If you differentiate on both sides, f dash of x is equals to, here we should use UV method. Two functions are there. Okay, derivative of d by dx of uv, first function into second function, that is u into derivative of second function plus v into derivative of first function. So x minus alpha whole to the power of m into derivative of t of x is q dash of x plus q of x into derivative of x minus alpha whole to the power of m is m into x to the power of x minus m whole to the power of m minus 1, because derivative of x to the power of n is n into x to the power of n minus 1. Derivative of x to the power of n is n into x to the power of n minus 1. So m into x minus alpha whole to the power of m minus 1. So from these two conditions, from these two terms, I can take x minus alpha whole to the power of m minus 1. X minus alpha whole to the power of m minus 1 into, here if we take x minus alpha whole to the power of m minus 1 from this, it remains x minus alpha into q of x, q dash of x plus here m into q of x. So f dash of x we wrote as x minus alpha whole to the power of m minus 1, x minus alpha whole to the power of m minus 1 into this something. That means f dash of x is a, that means alpha is a multiple root of order m minus 1, order m minus 1 of the equation f dash of x equals to 0. So if alpha is a multiple root of order m of f of x equal to 0, then alpha is the multiple root of order m minus 1 of the equation f dash of x equals to 0. Of the equation f dash of x is equals to, see the example 1, multiple root of 4x cube minus 12x square minus 15x minus 4 equal to 0. So how to calculate? So just now we discussed the theorem. If some alpha is a multiple root of order m of this equation, then alpha will be the multiple root of order m minus 1 of this particular equation, of this particular f dash of x equals to 0. If this is f of x equal to 0, then we say that alpha is a multiple root of order m minus 1 of f dash of x equals to 0. So what is f dash of x? We check. 4 into x cube derivative is 3x square minus 12 into x square derivative is 2x, x derivative is 1, so minus 15, constant derivative is 0. So you got 4 3s are 12, 12x square minus 24x minus 15 is equals to 0. So 3 table you can cancel, you can take common 3, 3 4x squares, 3 8x, 3 5s are. So you can factorize 4x square, 5 4s are 20, right, minus 20x square. So we can write as minus 10x plus 2x minus 5 equals to 0. Take 2x common, 2x into 2x minus 5 plus 1 into 2x minus 5 equal to 0. That means 2x minus 5 into 2x plus 1 equals to 0. So 2x is equals to 5, x is equals to 5 by 2. 2x plus 1 equals to 0, x is equals to minus 1 by 2. So we got two roots. So among these two values, only one will satisfy the given equation. Only one will satisfy the given equation. If you substitute minus 1 by 2, what will happen is say minus 1 by 2 whole cube, minus 12 into minus 1 by 2 whole square, minus 15 into minus 1 by 2 minus 4. What is that? We get 4 into minus 1 by 8 minus 12 into 1 by 4 plus 15 into 1 by 2, 15 by 2 minus 4. So what is LCM? 8. 4 into minus 1 minus 4. 4 2 times, so minus 24 plus 2 4s and 4 15s are 60. Okay, minus what times? 8 5 32. So minus 4 minus 24, that is minus 28, minus 28 minus 32, that is minus 60 plus 60, 0. That means minus 1 by 2 is the multiple root of this equation. So if you want, you can verify it clearly. minus 1 by 2 we got now. So 4 minus 12 minus 15. I am taking the coefficients of f of x equal to 0. So minus 1 by 2 we got 0, 4. Minus 1 by 2 into 4 is minus 2. Minus 2. Okay. So minus 12 minus 2 minus 14. Minus 1 by 2 into minus 14 is 7. So minus 15 plus 7 is minus 8. Minus 8 into minus 1 by 2 is plus 4. Okay. So minus 4 plus 4 is 0. So one root we got. So again you do with minus 1 by 2. Again if we get 0 we can say that it is a multiple root of order 2 in a way. So 0, that is 4. Minus 1 by 2 into 4 is minus 2. This is minus 18 minus 16. Minus 1 by 2 into minus 16 is plus 8. So 0. So your equation f of x will be equals to x minus 1 by 2 whole square into 4x minus 16. That means roots 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 comma 4x minus 16 means x value 4. So 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 comma 4 are the roots of the given equation. The multiple root is 1 by 2. Now listen to the second example. The condition that x cube minus 3qx plus 2r equal to 0 has a repeated root. This is f of x equal to 0. Then we should find out f dash of x equals to 0 condition. From this you will get the condition for this. So f dash of x equal to 0 means x cube is 3x square. Derivative of x cube is 3x square. 3qx derivative is minus 3q here. Minus 3qx derivative is minus 3q. 2r is constant 0. So what is 3x square is equals to 3q. X square is equals to q. X is equals to square root of q. Okay, plus or minus. Now substitute this value in the given equation. So root q whole cube minus 3q into root q plus 2r equals to 0. This is root q is q to the power of 1 by 2 whole to the power of 3 minus 3q square, root q, right? So 3q into root q, that is q to the power of 3 by 2, because q power 1 into q power 1 by 2, that is q power 1 plus 1 by 2, that is q power 3 by 2, plus 2r equals to 0, plus qr is equals to 0. This is also q to the power of 3 by 2 only. Q to the power of 3 by 2 minus 3 into q to the power of 3 by 2. So it becomes minus 2 into q to the power of 3 by 2 equals to minus 2r equals to minus 2r. Both the sets cancel, minus sign. So 2 also will be cancelled. Q power 3 by 2 equals to r. So squaring on both sides you do. 2 cancel. Q cube is equals to r square is the required condition. Q cube is equals to r square is the required condition. Now see the symmetric function of the roots of the equation. Symmetric function of the roots of the equation. So f is any function in x comma y. In x comma y. Then when do you say that it is a symmetric function is, even if you interchange x and y, the function remains same. So that means f of x comma y is equals to f of y comma x. F of x comma y is equals to f of y comma x. Suppose if you take alpha comma beta the roots of any particular equation, okay, so the expression I am writing f of f alpha comma beta is some alpha square plus alpha beta plus beta square. Now you will find alpha of beta comma alpha is, replace alpha with beta, beta square, beta alpha plus beta square is alpha square. If you replace alpha with beta and beta with alpha, though the expression remains unchanged. One more, if you take f of alpha comma beta equals to alpha cube plus beta cube. Now f of beta comma alpha also will be beta cube plus alpha cube. So such an expression we call it as symmetric function of the roots. Symmetric function of the roots. So based on this, suppose sigma alpha, sum of alpha, if the roots are alpha, beta, gamma, then sigma alpha is alpha plus beta plus gamma. If the roots are alpha, beta, gamma, sigma alpha beta will be equals to alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. This is also a symmetric function. This is also symmetric expression. Even if you interchange any two of the roots, the resultant will be same. Okay, suppose sigma alpha square is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. Sigma alpha square beta, suppose that becomes alpha square beta, alpha square gamma, next beta square alpha, beta square gamma, gamma square alpha plus gamma square beta. So how many terms we got? 6 terms. Suppose sigma alpha cube beta gamma is there. Sigma alpha cube beta gamma. How to write this? Alpha cube beta gamma, beta cube gamma alpha, gamma cube alpha beta. So how to check without writing the terms? How to find the number of terms in the sigma notation in this expression? So here we got 3 terms, here we got 6 terms, here we got 3 terms, here 3 times, here 3 terms. How to check? See, simple. If n is the number of roots of the equation, n is number of roots of the given equation, as like here alpha, beta, gamma, 3 roots are given and value 3 there, and let R be the number of roots involved in the expression, involved in the symmetric function. Okay, let K be the number of roots of same degree, number of roots of same degree or same index. Okay, now check it out, this question, this one is easy. How many terms we got? 6 terms. Here what is it? I given alpha, beta, gamma are the roots. So number of roots of the given equation is 3. Or number of roots in a particular symmetric function. So here only 2 roots are involved, alpha, beta. So R value 2. And what is the value of K? Number of roots with the same index. So you know, here your index is 2, your index is 1. So no. So 0. So K value is 0. So number of roots number of terms formula is n factorial by n minus r factorial into k factorial. So n factorial is 3 factorial by 3 minus r value is 2, 3 minus 2 factorial into k value 0. So 3 factorial is 6, 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 factorial is 1, 0 factorial is 1. So we got 6 terms. So here you check this one. How many terms we got? 3 terms we got. So how it is see number of terms based on that calculate. Here n value is 3 because number of roots is 3. Next number of r into number of roots involved in this. Here all the 3 roots are involved. So r also 3. K value how much? Here 2 roots are beta and gamma have same degree. So K value 2. Okay. So 3 factorial by n minus 3, that is n minus r no 3 minus 3 factorial into 2 factorial. So K value is 2. So 3 factorial 6. This is 0 factorial 1. 2 factorial is 2. 3. So like that we can calculate. So more, suppose suppose if they are having, suppose this is alpha, beta, gamma, delta, 4 roots of the given equation. Sigma alpha square, beta square, gamma delta is there. How many terms does this symmetric expression contains? Summation. The summation contains how many terms? Here you see n value is 4. Okay, r value is also 4 because all the 4 are involved in this. But here k will be here divided into k1, k2. K1 and k2 because alpha and beta here, alpha and beta have same index, gamma and delta also have same index. So here we should write k1 value 2, k2 value 2. Okay, suppose one more, two more also there. Then k1, k2, k3 will come. K1, K2, K3 will come. So the answer is 4 factorial by n minus 4, n minus r. So 4 minus 4 factorial into k1 factorial into k1 factorial. So other formula for this is n factorial by, or otherwise n factorial by n minus r factorial into k1 factorial into k2 factorial. So like this we can find number of terms in the symmetric function, summation of symmetric function. Now they are given alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of the equation x cube plus bx square plus bx plus r equal to 0. Then evaluate the values of sigma alpha square beta, sigma alpha square, sigma alpha cube, sigma alpha square beta gamma, sigma alpha cube beta. How to calculate? So very easily we can calculate if you follow the following methods. Sigma alpha square beta. From this equation you will get sigma alpha, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus p. Sigma alpha beta, that is q, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, and alpha beta gamma is minus r. Okay, so minus d by a, c by a, minus b by a. So based on that. So sigma alpha square beta meaning is here alpha square beta, alpha square gamma, beta square alpha, beta square gamma, gamma square alpha, gamma square beta. So this otherwise we can write as this alpha, sigma alpha into sigma alpha beta. I am writing this as sigma alpha into sigma alpha beta. So sigma alpha into sigma alpha beta, sigma alpha is alpha plus beta plus gamma into sigma alpha beta is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. This sigma notation I will write like this. You see, alpha into alpha beta, alpha square beta. Okay, next alpha into gamma alpha, alpha square gamma. Next beta into this one, beta square alpha, beta into this, beta square gamma, gamma into these two terms. You will get all the 6 terms. So other than that, which terms you will get extra? Alpha into beta gamma, alpha beta gamma. Next beta into gamma alpha, that is alpha beta gamma, gamma into alpha beta. 3 terms extra you will get. Remaining 6 terms will be this, that is alpha into alpha beta, sigma alpha square beta plus 3 times of alpha beta gamma, which is equals to sigma alpha into sigma alpha beta. So what is this value now? Sigma alpha square beta equals to sigma alpha into sigma alpha beta minus 3 into alpha beta gamma. So what is sigma alpha value? Minus p into sigma alpha beta value. How much you got? Sigma alpha beta q minus 3 into alpha beta gamma is r. So minus pq minus alpha beta gamma is minus r, minus pq plus 3r. So this value we got minus PQ plus 3R. So this is first problem. Second problem if you see is sigma alpha square. Sigma alpha square. This we can write as alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. This we can write as alpha plus beta plus gamma whole square minus 2 times of alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. You know that a plus b plus c whole square. A square plus b square plus c square equals to a plus b plus c whole square minus 2 times of this. This is nothing but sigma alpha whole square minus 2 into sigma alpha beta. Sigma alpha value is minus p, so minus p whole square minus 2 into sigma alpha beta is q. That is p square minus 2q. This value we got p square minus 2q. Okay. Now see the third one. Third one how to solve it. Sigma alpha cube, that is alpha cube plus beta cube plus gamma cube. This I will write otherwise as sigma alpha into sigma alpha square. I will write sigma alpha into sigma alpha square. Sigma alpha is alpha plus beta plus gamma into alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. So you remember that these two are not equal. Okay, so sigma alpha into sigma alpha square is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma into alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. Now you check, alpha into alpha square is alpha cube, beta into beta square is beta cube, gamma into gamma square is gamma cube. So you will get this expression, that is sigma alpha cube. Other than that, remaining terms you see, alpha into alpha square, alpha cube. Okay, alpha into beta square, alpha beta square, alpha into gamma square, alpha gamma square. Next, beta into alpha square, beta alpha square, beta into gamma square, beta gamma square. Next, gamma into alpha square, gamma into beta square. So we can write as sigma alpha beta square, sigma alpha beta square, or this otherwise we can write as sigma alpha square beta. That also you will get. Yes or no? Sigma alpha beta square or sigma alpha square beta. It's same because the roots, the given roots are alpha beta gamma. So alpha square beta and alpha beta square, anything is same. So sigma alpha cube will be value how much now? Sigma alpha into sigma alpha square minus sigma alpha square beta. Sigma alpha is nothing but minus p into sigma alpha square value is p square minus 2 cube minus sigma alpha square beta. Sigma alpha square beta value is, we start starting minus p cube plus 3r, minus p cube plus 3r. So it becomes minus p cube, minus into minus plus 2p cube, minus into minus plus p cube minus 3r. So you got minus p cube plus 3p cube minus 3r. Okay, this is sigma alpha cube value. Sigma